Peacock, and I'll be giving you an informative speech on the history of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has been around for nearly half a century. Founded in 1960, the Super Bowl is dubbed as the biggest game of the year. In my opinion, a true American pastime. During this presentation, I will discuss various Super Bowl sites, most Super Bowl wins by a team, most Super Bowl losses by a team, most Super Bowl appearances by a team, most Super Bowl non-appearances by a team, and the highest and lowest attendance records in Super Bowl history. The first ever Super Bowl was played on January 15, 1967 at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, located in Los Angeles, California. The game featured the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Super Bowl I was actually not called Super Bowl I. It was actually called the first World Championship game, AFL versus NFL. However, today the NFL is divided between two conferences, the National Football Conference and the American Football Conference. Today's Super Bowl will feature the NFC champion versus the AFC champion, with the winner receiving the Lombardi Trophy and an NFL championship. This year's Super Bowl 49, will be held on February 1st, 2015 at University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, and it will have the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Super Bowl sites. Super Bowls are normally held in cities with warm climate or with domes. Reason being, around February, January, back in the day, used to be cold. So in order for the fans to enjoy the game, you want to have them in a warm city or you want to have them inside. However, there have been a recent Super Bowl, last year's Super Bowl 48, which pitted the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. They played outside at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. I think the temperature was about 50 degrees, had a little snow, but that was the first outdoor Super Bowl in years. Super Bowl is a spectacle, and it will bring any great attention to any city that hosted it. Most Super Bowl wins by a team. Currently, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the most Super Bowl wins with 6. Second place are my Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. They both have 5 wins apiece. The Steelers, the Cowboys, and the 49ers are definitely the elite of Super Bowl participants. Super Bowl losses by a team. The record for Super Bowl losses is 5 Super Bowls held by the Denver Broncos. The Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots have they're in second place with 4 each. The Buffalo Bills, however, hold the record for the most consecutive Super Bowl losses. From 1990 to 1993, they lost 4 consecutive Super Bowls. 2 to my Dallas Cowboys, once again. However, though these teams have losses in the Super Bowl, we need to respect the fact that they even had the chance to make it there. A lot of teams don't get to make it there, but at least they made it there, and we should respect them for that. Most Super Bowl appearances. It's a 3-way tie for Super Bowl appearances. Pittsburgh Steelers, my Dallas Cowboys again, and the New England Patriots, which will have their 8th this coming Super Bowl. Second place are the Denver Broncos. They have 7. Once again, it's a display of excellence. It's 15 total appearances by only 4 teams. Most Super Bowl non-appearances. There are currently 4 teams in the NFL that have never been to a Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Houston Texans. Hopefully one day these teams will build championship teams and make it to the big dance, so to speak. In my opinion, I believe the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans will be seeing the Super Bowl here shortly. Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, they got a little work to do, but they're heading in the right track. However, 3 of those teams that I just listed are in the AFC. Only one is in the NFC. So could the AFC be a weaker conference? In my opinion, maybe, but that's another story. Lastly, attendance records. Super Bowl with the highest record of attendance was played on January 20, 1980 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. It was Super Bowl 14. It featured the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the Los Angeles Rams 31-19. That attendance was 103,985 people. That's the most ever most ever attendance at a Super Bowl. The lowest attendance record belongs to Super Bowl I, or first World Championship of football, which had the Green Bay Packers defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10. That attendance record was 61,946 people. Still a lot, but not enough for a Super Bowl. So in conclusion, I provided fact and statistic field information regarding the Super Bowl event. I hope I've enhanced your knowledge on Super Bowl sites, most Super Bowl wins by a team, most Super Bowl losses by a team, most Super Bowl appearances, most Super Bowl non-appearances, and the highest and lowest record attending. Super Bowl is the biggest game of the year. Rich history will be submitted forever. So grab your popcorn, grab your chicken wing, grab your beer, enjoy the game. Thank you.